and welcome to this very special episode of Young Turks. I'm Shireen Bhan. On today's show, we're going to be celebrating women. That's right, over the next 30 minutes, we bring you 3 inspirational success stories of women entrepreneurs who've made it big across 3 very different business fields. Here's what we've got lined up. Team at Green Mango, the very best of luck, and we hope to see you in Delhi very soon. Time for us to take a break, but when we return, a set of very brave women on Vasuli recovery. Welcome back. You're watching the Women's Special on Young Turks Transformers. Now, a few years ago, intimidating stories of recovery agents captured the nation's imagination. Our next entrepreneur decided to change that. Manju Bhatia got into the recovery business with an all-women team. Today, she employs 200 women, has recovered 800 crore rupees, and has a host of PSU banks as her clients. Here's the story of Vasuli recovery. Made inroads into a male bastion and are trying to change the image of the much maligned business of recovery or Vasuli. Meet 23-year-old Manju Bhatia, who's changed the rules of the game with her venture Vasuli Recoveries, the world's only all-woman-run recovery agency. Founded in 2005, Vasuli is a 200-woman team and has already recovered 800 crore rupees. Accredited by the Indian Institute of Banking and Finance as a training institute, Vasuli trains its employees who are put through rigorous tests conducted by the Reserve Bank of India. With 18 offices across 10 states in India, today Vasuli has more than 20 public sector banks as its clients. But starting up wasn't easy.
Our first client had been Bank of India, and there had been acute resistance by all the bankers to have women in this recovery aspects. They didn't trust the capabilities, and it had been very difficult for me to convince all the bankers that women can do it. We can do far better than what men are doing. So I started up with Bank of India at Bombay and got a couple of small accounts where I proved my worth, proved the worth of all women in my company. And now we are dealing with assets of not less than 5,000 crores and trying to resolve them. So there has been always a lot of resistance by bankers also, who did not trust us at all that ladies or women can do this. They always had this notion that there has to be some muscle men or some arm tactics have to be used. But we have changed the concept and made it more milder and result oriented.
The team at Vasuli is clear. It will not resort to coercion to force defaulters to pay up. So every recovery agent follows the process of serving a legal notice first and then counsels defaulters on the options available. In cases where securities are mortgaged, the team even helps facilitate auctions to recover the money. In cases where banks have no collateral, they help arrive at settlements at their recovery camps.
There are major RBI schemes, and the RBI and the Government of India comes forward with lot of debt relief for the borrowers, for the small farmers and SMEs. But these are not properly counselled to the people at villages and small townships. So by bridging the gap, we meet all these small people, try to make a general awareness and try to counsel them that your debt is of 1.5 lakh, and the scheme, under this schemes you can even pay 30,000 and get rid of your debt and be eligible and get a clean loan again. When banks conduct these recovery camps, there are hardly any attendance because the people are not aware. Their interest and all are so piled up, so they don't come forward for paying at all. But it's like when we go there, we try to counsel them that you are going to get a good relief and you will be eligible for more further loans in that. So this mega recovery camp is basically, it's our passion and we don't earn anything out of it. But yes, we give relief to lot of farmers and poor villages.
Having already made 5 crore rupees since its inception, Manju is confident of earnings growth as Vasuli makes between 3 to 5% on every recovery. With the Supreme Court and the Reserve Bank coming down heavily on banks using recovery agents to arm twist defaulters to pay up, Manju believes the need for ethical recovery agents will only gain currency.
We already have 200 ladies in our company, and in another 2 years I'm looking for doubling the strength that we have. And we are also targeting to cover all state capitals in another year. And not only this, we're also looking at rural India, where we can do a mass exercise of giving relief to all these small villagers, borrowers who have defaulted, and make them aware of the all RBI schemes that we have in place. So this is where we are basically going to concentrate in rural India.
Well, Manju, here's wishing you and Vasuli recovery the very best of luck. With that, it's time for us to wrap up this very special show of Young Turks Transformers. Remember, do send us your feedback, your comments and your profiles. Our email address is youngturks@network18online.com. Our website is youngturks.in.com. We're also now available on yourstory.in. And you can follow us on Twitter. We'll see you next week. Till then, goodbye.